Okay, Charlie, let's check out some of your Magic Slalom. I put you up side by side with, I think you came in second that day, Jay Poulter, just for some comparison purposes, and hopefully we can learn a little bit, see what he's doing. He's obviously, a little more experienced right now, so I don't necessarily think you can, watch this and go do what he's doing, but step by step, we got to close that gap. Um, you come through there, nice block, the clear, blocking the gate. It's good. You're fairly level. Pole plant right away. That's perfect. I don't particularly like the way he pushes the pole down and really can't pole plant, but the main thing is going to be how, and this is hard, I understand, he carves the top of the turn. So he came through here, intersects rise line, which is basically where right up the hill there, with the skis pointed out and away from the pole, and rolls the skis up on edge and brings shape back and carves back to the gate right there. And he produces a nice high edge angle here, pressures the outside ski, and that's how you maintain speed and generate speed, really. You're going to come through here and really, same gate, just sort of toss them sideways and skid that whole top of the turn here. So that's kind of a skid, 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 and then as you get really towards the end of the turn, you engage the skis. He's got them engaged and just clean arc all the way through. Quickly gets off. Same here. You can see your skis are kind of flat till we get right there. Now we're gonna, engage them. And it's tough to see, but he hasn't gotten the pole. Skis are up high edge angles. Came around right here, so he's really, turning much more above the gate. You're kind of heavy below his pressure, and everyone's pressure. We want it from rise line through fall line. Your pressure is really kind of rise line and below rise line. Same idea here. You can see, toss them sideways and skid. Now, of course, you can look at this and say, hey, you turned too early, because obviously if you're carving a turn from there, you'd clearly straddle. He's really patient, gets to rise line, intersects rise line, still with the skis pointed, out and away from the pole. So when he engages them and pressures them, they come back to the pole. You couldn't pressure there. So, it's a question of, are you turning too early? Yes, but are you turning too early because you're skidding? Because you need to time this skid to skid, get by the gate, then you can pressure a little bit down here. So it is a, kind of a catch-22 there. You are turning too early, but you're turning too early because you're skidding. So really combination. We got to stop the skid and be more patient. Roll them up, stand on them, let the skis do the work. Trust your ability in the skis at that top of the turn. It's a tough little hairpin. We needed direction in and out. We always want to be cross-blocking the exit for a strong exit. Obviously, you're using the wrong hand there. We have to come in. He will come in and use inside arm clear of the top pole and use that same arm again, cross-blocking the exit. Well, you didn't touch the top pole, but we got to be cross-blocking the exit. So hairpins, we can either alternate hands or inside arm clear the top one using the same hand exiting out. You can obviously see some of the the angles that he produces. He's much more comfortable getting the feet out from underneath him, and that's what you have to do to get high edge angles. Get a little backseat crazy there, but again, you can see that move, just sort of heel pushing top of the turn. He's going to come in, roll them up, and really ski clean, so there's very little spray going on his, and therefore moving a lot faster. Good position there from you. Hands out in front. Got weight on the outside ski, looks like, more of a bend there. Very similar position. Come the middle of the turn and the end of the turn, you're similar, except at the end of the turn you tend to be a little heavier because you didn't do much above. But this right here, just steering it, then trying to gauge there. See what he does. More rolling them up, standing on them. Hard to see, but he rolls them up, high edge angle. You don't have that high edge angle there. Better there. That one you're trying to roll up. That's good. This is what we need to do every time. But then you go right back to kind of skidding that top. He's rolling those things up, hard to see, but he rolled them up and just snapping off turns really clean, carrying speed. That's the right way to clear it. That's an inside arm clear. Cross block the exit on the hairpin. That's a good job. We need to give our feet room. Another thing, this whole thing, it's all interrelated. But in order to produce these kind of angles, getting high edge angle, we've got to give our feet room at the gate to allow for a strong angulated position. So he's right now intersecting rise line, skis going out and away, as we've said, giving his feet lots of room. So he can actually roll almost like drops the knees into the gate. Right, so you can see the angles. Right? But if you didn't give his feet room, and you're not giving your feet room, you wouldn't really be able to drop the knees into the gate. So give your feet some room. Make sure we're dropping those knees right into the gate. I don't know, you kind of stumbled there. Maybe, I don't know what, but again, sliding this top and trying to gauge below. That's just slow. He engages above, pressure from rise line, through fall line, off of it. Rise line, fall line, gets off. Rise line, through fall line, off of it. And you're more in pressure and down below the gate. Hairpin, flush, wrong hand, throughout. That should have been your left hand throughout, because we need to cross block the exit. So we cross block the top pole using your left hand. Inside arm clear the next. Exit out, cross blocking left. So you use the wrong one. So you never had a really strong exit. So in any event, that is my, it's not easy. This is easier said than done. I understand that, but we have to try to really, roll up those skis at the top of the turn, pressure the outside ski, trust your skis and your ability to arc back to the gate. That's how we're going to get fast, and we got to do this actually on flatter terrain. We need to ski slalom on, actually easier terrain, because this is not This is actually was easy, fairly flat, good place to be doing it, but it doesn't help to be going even training on really steep terrain because it would even be worse. So I know you know, you don't dictate where we go anyway, but just saying that we need to continue with you working on some flatter terrain, perfect that, and then we can bring it to the steeps. At the same time, you gotta, you know, be working on that in free skiing, always carving the top of the turn. Let's work on that, and that should help.